It's been the most eventful week of the state election campaign so far. An opinion poll suggested Campbell Newman was at risk of failing to win the seat of Ashgrove. There was another LNP candidate controversy on the Gold Coast and accusations of favours for Labor mates, while Bob Katter's Australian party lost its court bid to have ballot papers reprinted to include his name. And hundreds of millions of dollars were splashed around by both sides for regional communities. In a moment, the Treasurer Andrew Fraser and his opposite Tim Nicholls will debate the issues. But first, here's how the week unfolded.
Queensland needs a new man. Campbell Newman.
Watch out, here I come.
Come on, give us a hug. Show me some love.
Protect my wild rivers. Protect my wild rivers, Mr. Newman.
And a man who is going to be one of the very best premiers of this great state.
I think there's only someone who's man enough to lead the Queensland into the future, and that person's standing beside me.
Man enough?
My guest is the Premier of Queensland, Anna Bligh.
I'm proud of the record that Labor has.
We're ready to put an end to the talk, to the broken promises, to the circus that has become Labor in Queensland.
Good evening, David Curnow with ABC News. Campbell Newman could be in danger of being left behind if the LNP wins this month's state election.
According to a ReachTel automated phone poll last night, Mr Newman might not get into Parliament.
How are you?
Yeah, not too bad.
Today's results are heartening, but it's a long way away from polling day.
Well, if I don't win, the LNP won't win, and we get another 3 years of the same dud government.
If the LNP does win, it would spend $115 million on education infrastructure, on top of current school funding.
The Premier was in Toowoomba to announce $12 million for men's health over 4 years.
We want to make sure that men are looking after their health.
Commentators say this election will be won and lost in Greater Brisbane and the South East, but still both leaders are appealing to the regions. Anna Bligh in Mackay, Campbell Newman here in Toowoomba.
We will be putting $285 million into roads to resources over the next 4 years.
If he can't tell you where the money's coming from, then it's just not real.
Scandals on the Gold Coast are starting to mount for the LNP in the state election. The party is standing by a candidate who's denied being involved in pornography.
The Albert candidate says the site was created almost a decade ago for car enthusiasts, but was hijacked with adult content and was shut down 6 years ago.
And I will stand beside him because at the end of the day, he's a terrific young bloke.
The election is free to go on as scheduled after the Supreme Court threw out a bid by Katter's Australian party to have millions of ballot papers destroyed.
As far as Bob Katter is concerned, the decision is nuts.
This is bloody unfair. Bloody unfair.